Hi, Coach Jimmy B here from Top 10 Florida Baseball with Tristan. Here we are in Stuart, Florida. Tristan's on his way down to the Dominican Republic in a few weeks. You go down around the 20th?
20th, yeah.
So he'll be going down for 2 weeks on this trip, and then trips after that you'll be going down for 3 weeks, 2 weeks at a time. When Tristan's in the Dominican Republic, he's going to be working with our Dominican coaches exclusively for about 8 hours a day. The Dominicans have made a very big impact in Major League Baseball. And one of the things that they've really shown us is live arms. And if we talk about the 5 tools of baseball, we have speed, arm, glove, hitting for power, hitting for average. Speed is the only skill that plays on both sides of the ball. Arm can be devastating. You've got a decent arm, they're going to find a place for you to play, and eventually they're going to teach you how to hit. So the arm becomes a very interesting thing. And if we watch Major League Baseball, we're seeing a lot of live arms coming out of the bullpen. We're seeing 93-mile-an-hour arms in the outfield. Shortstops at 90, 92, 93. The arm's the real deal.
Absolutely.
The arm can overcome that speed factor. Okay, so the arm's really big. You're an American player. I have a very firm philosophy that the American system is broken. It really doesn't know how to produce arms. We abuse our arms. We overuse our arms. We don't develop them properly. We're in a rush. We're playing tournaments. We're playing year-round ball. We're playing baseball all year long, constantly game to game to game to game. Doesn't work. We're going to do something what I call the Dominican Arm Routine, and the reason I call it that is because I've never seen Americans do it. But the Dominicans and the Cubans do it every day.
Yeah.
And as a result, over a period of time, they developed very strong live arms. And boy, when we see a live arm on the field, we know we have a player.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to strike out. Everybody's going to get a couple yah-yahs, okay? But a live arm separates. Speed and arms are the 2 big things the scouts are looking for. So the arm is a very fragile thing.
Yeah.
God evidently has a sense of humor, because when he designed the arm, the scientists are going to tell us the arm is not anatomically designed to throw a baseball.
Yeah.
It's hinged the wrong way. The finger, the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulders are all hinged to go in this direction. And that's why girls softball players can come out and throw 100 pitches one day and 120 the next,
Yeah.
and they're not sore. That's why 85-year-old men can go bowling and there's no issue.
Exactly.
Okay? But once we start going into external rotation, into a layback position, with the elbow going past the front of the center of gravity, into pronation at high speeds, well, we've spawned a whole generation of doctors and surgeons and rehab specialists to make up the damage.
Yeah.
One throw can throw your arm out, or it can be a cumulative process of wearing it down. If you wear down the tire on your car, you can see it. We can't see the wearing down of the shoulder and the elbow. So the best thing that we can do is take a conservative, prudent approach at safeguarding and developing the arm. And because the Dominicans apparently have more time than us, they don't have to go to school during the day, they start training at 7 in the morning and they go all day long, they spend a lot more time working on their arms. We're on a clock, practice starts at 5 o'clock, we've got to give up the field at 7, they're getting kicked out, the lights are turning off, somebody else is coming in, we've got to pick up the girls at soccer practice, so it's bang, 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 bang. It's a formula that doesn't work. So we're going to do an abbreviated session because the Dominican Arm Routine takes an hour.
Okay.
We're going to spend about 7 or 8 or 9 minutes going over what we were going to do for the hour. So multiply by 10 everything that we're now going to do.
Okay.
So what we're talking about is getting the elbow and the shoulder ready for high impact forces of throwing a baseball at high speed. We're talking about getting the arm flexible. We're talking about building up the small muscles, not the biceps, tris, pecs, deltoids. We're talking about the small muscles of the rotator cuff, the small muscles on the arm and the wrist. We're talking about the tendons and the ligaments. We're talking about building functional strength. We're talking about building sequential movements. We're talking about having a correct biomechanical signature where everything is flowing. And the way we have to do that is we have to be patient. It takes 45 minutes to an hour a day, at least 4 or 5 days of the week, training that arm so that when we put it into action, it's a shotgun. It's a bam.
Yeah.
Okay? Anything less doesn't work. So we're going to do that with a variety of movements. Okay? So you can follow me, and I'm going to go through the movements rather quickly. Okay? So what we're doing is we're loosening up the arms, we're loosening up the shoulders. And again, we're going to just do everything. If I did this for 3 minutes, I'm only going to do it for 10 seconds right now. I'm going to start focusing on my throwing arm, and I'm just going to start going in a little bit of an external rotation, loosening up the shoulder. I'm going to try to reach a little bit for the sky. I'm going to try to reach a little bit back. And I really want to start working that rotator, shoulder cuff, external rotation. Okay? We're going to take it into a forward motion. And we're going to start off nice and slow. And at some point, we're going to start really bringing it through. Okay? We're going to start moving it in a horizontal plane. We're going to work the fingers and the wrists. We're going to work them horizontal, we're going to work them vertical, we're going to work them down and snap them. Okay? We're going to work a little bit of a pronation action. And again, we're cutting right through these. But if you had to pitch in 3 minutes, this is what you would do. This is how you would get your arm ready. Okay, so now we're going to go into a little bit of the trunk movement, getting some range of motion. We're going to do both arms. And we're going to do small circles. We're going to do big circles. We're going to do tight circles. We're looking for flexibility, range of motion, functional movement, functional strength. These are movements that we're going to make as a baseball player. We're going to rotate our hips and bring our arms through quick. So we want to be loose. We're hitting right now. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought we were throwing right now. We're moving the body through. Okay? Go ahead and grab 4 baseballs if you would real quick. Flip me 2, grab 2. So now we're going to add a little weight to the equation, 5-6 ounces on each side. And if today was a training day, we might grab a 1-pound weight, we might grab a 2-pound weight. I wouldn't go above 3, 5, if you're very strong and you're going to go slow and deliberate, and you want to start building up the larger muscle groups around the small muscles, that would be different. But using a lightweight 1-2 pounds is the right way to go, whether you're rehabbing or prehabbing. Now you've got no choice. You either do this before you throw a lot, or you do this after you get hurt. It's your choice. But you're going to have to do it if you want to play. Slow circles, arching the bat, using your torso, using your legs, getting real stable. Hold that front side tight. Don't let your front side fall down, fall away. We're pitching into a stiff front side. We don't want to pitch into a front side that's moving away in the wrong direction. We're going to work on pronation. And these are called holds. These are static holds because our body is not moving very much. If we wanted to go into dynamic holds, then we would start doing our footwork. And we could start working ankle to ankle. Or we could work our back step. And we're also going to work, because you're an infielder, we're going to work sidearm slot. If you watch Major League Baseball closely, on any given game, you will see that the infielders, second, third, and short, even the first baseman, are throwing 65 to 75% of their throws from a lower slot than the standard 3/4 slot. Okay? The ball's down here. It takes time to bring it up to a 3/4 slot. Then when we throw it, it darts down at the guy's ankles. It skips past them. We got a double. Yep. Okay, they're going to do a lot of this. A lot of from under the hand. Okay? So we're going to work that slot right now. And we're going to make sure the shoulder tucks in. We're going to point the ball back. We're going to make sure the shoulder, elbow tucks in, front side stays stiff. Come through. Four seam grip. Pronate. Finish. A few hundred of those. See if you can get it to snap out here a little bit more. Just before the elbow extends, throw it. Throwing it a little bit short and cutting it across. You're alligating arm it. Got crocodile arm right now, okay? Let it out. Good, so those are holds. Once we start moving our feet, we start calling those fogels. So now you can do the same drill, and I want you to do it high speed. Coming across. As fast as you can move your feet, make the throw. Move your feet fast. And come on back, do a front step across, coming back. Get the idea? So we're going to spend 30-40 minutes, 3-4 times a week, moving our arms, getting loose, without releasing the ball. The pressure to your elbow and your shoulder occurs at the exact moment of ball release. Holding a ball and using it as a hold allows you to build up strength, muscle memory, functional strength. Once you release the ball, you're making withdrawal from the arm, and that's when we can get hurt. Yeah. That's when the shock wave goes up the arm. Yeah. You can do this all day long, and you're not going to hurt your arm. You're going to build up the muscle memory, and you're going to build up the strength. Okay? So lots of movements, lots of arm movements. The Dominicans are going to do 40 minutes. They're not going to warm up by playing catch. In the United States, we coach, the famous expression is, boys, get a ball, let's go, we're running late. Start warming up, play catch. Wrong. We do not play catch to warm up. We play catch to impress the scout on how hard we throw the ball. Yeah. When the Dominicans come in, when they're a 16, 17, 18-year-old player that's accomplished, when he's finished warming up, the first ball he throws is not a lollipop. It's a bullet, and you hear it in the glove. And there's no such thing as throwing it over his head and saying, my bad. That's an American expression. Yeah. I don't know how far we've exported it, but that's an American expression, my bad. I don't understand why you would play catch with somebody and never miss him. He's 40, 50, 60, 70 feet away. Why would you miss him? There's no pressure on you. How could you miss him? Exactly. I don't get it. And it's because we don't practice our mechanics enough. Our arm's not loose. Our arm's not strong. Yeah. Because we play catch to warm up, and it's wrong. You got to warm up for 30, 40, 50 minutes. On some days, you might just work your arm out for 2 hours. Yeah. No hitting, no fielding, no game. This is what can take you to the major leagues. That's what's going to get you a college scholarship. 90-mile-an-hour arm. You want it?
Yes, sir.
You got to do it.
Yes, sir.
You're on your own.
Yes, sir.
Now, the American coaches are not going to give you the time to do it. They're not going to tell you to do it. They're not going to demand that you do it. They're not going to guide you to do it. They're not going to ask you to do it. They're not even going to recommend that you do it. You need to do it on your own.
Yes, sir.
So if that means that if you're with a team and the game's at 2 and everybody shows up at 1, that means you got to be there at 12.
So you do anyway.
You got to get there before everybody else.
Yes, sir.
You got to separate yourself from the group, get down in the corner, and do what you got to do. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it done.